For today's session, we will discuss grammatical signals or expressions suitable to idea development patterns. Let us first define grammatical signals or expressions. They are devices that serve to maintain text coherence. Pag sinabi nating text coherence, we are pertaining to the smooth flow of ideas in a paragraph. So, ang mga grammatical signals ay mga cohesive devices kung saan sila yung nagko-connect ng mga ideas in paragraphs. They are words that give the readers or the listeners a signal of what will follow an idea. What is idea development? It is the manner or pattern by which a writer or speaker explains his or her main idea and shows the relationships between supporting details in paragraphs. So, meron tayong four most common pattern of idea development. We have the general to particular, claim and counterclaim, problem solution, cause and effect. In this video lesson, ang focus muna natin ay general to particular and claim and counterclaim. Let us first have the general to particular. This is also known as the deductive method. Pag sinabi nating deductive method, halimbawa, ang isang deductive paragraph, mag-uumpisa ka muna sa general idea and then, tsaka mo isusulat ngayon yung mga specific details. If we're going to illustrate the deductive method, para siyang inverted triangle, kung saan, ang una nating isusulat ay yung general statement and then, it will be followed by the specific details. Let us now have the signal words used for general statements. So we have generally, primarily, largely, and in general. Next, we have signal words used for major details or important details. We have first, third, furthermore, in addition, second, another, moreover, and next. Next, signal words used for particular ideas. We have, for instance, to illustrate, specifically, such as, for example, to be specific, particularly, and like. Okay, try natin i-determine kung alin ba sa dalawang statement na to ang general idea at alin naman ang particular idea. So, yung una natin is, Mr. and Mrs. Lopez work hard to provide for their children. So, ito ay example ng isang general idea. Next, Mr. and Mrs. Lopez work overtime to provide for their 3 sons and 2 daughters. Ito naman ay example ng isang specific or particular idea. Bakit? Kasi, in-specify dyan kung ano yung ginagawa mismo ni Mr. and Mrs. Lopez. They work overtime. Binanggit din dyan kung ilan yung kanilang mga anak. They have 3 sons and 2 daughters. Okay, pagsamahin natin ngayon yung dalawang ideas. Mr. and Mrs. Lopez work hard to provide for their children. To be specific, they work overtime to provide for their 3 sons and 2 daughters. So dito, gumamit tayo ng signal word na to be specific para maging signal na yung susunod natin na statement or na idea ay specific or particular idea. Okay, next example, we have Lauren loves eating chocolates, cakes, and ice cream. And then we have Lauren loves eating sweets. So, alin sa dalawang yan ang nagpapakita ng general idea? Kung ang sagot mo ay Lauren loves eating sweets, tama. Yan ang general idea. Bakit? Kasi hindi naman in-specify kung anong klaseng sweets yung kanyang gusto. Whereas doon sa unang example or unang sentence, Lauren loves eating chocolates, cakes, and ice cream. In-specify dito kung ano exactly yung gusto niya. So, ito yung ating specific idea. Okay, pagsamahin natin ulit yung dalawang idea. Lauren loves eating sweets like chocolates, cakes, and ice cream. So, dito binanggit natin yung general idea na Lauren loves eating sweets and then gumamit tayo ng grammatical signal na like para specify kung ano yung mga sweets na gusto niya. Tingnan nga natin kung kaya nyong i-determine kung ang sentence or statement ay nagpapakita ng general or particular idea. So, let's start. Number 1, there are some ways for students to earn money. Ito ba ay general or particular? The answer is general, kasi hindi naman in-specify kung ano yung mga ways kung paano kumita ng pera. Next. Number 2, drinking coffee has many health benefits. General or particular? The answer is general, kasi hindi naman nagbigay ng specific na health benefits ng pag-inom ng kape. Number 3, to be specific, drinking coffee can improve energy levels, help you burn fat, and may lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. So, ito ba ay general or particular? Ang sagot ay particular, kasi ito, nag-specify na kung ano yung mga health benefits ng pag-inom ng kape. And gumamit tayo ng signal or grammatical signal na to be specific. Next. Number 4, mental health awareness is important. General or particular? The answer is general. Kasi sinabi lang naman niya na importante pero hindi siya nagbigay ng reasons kung bakit. Hindi niya in-specify. Last number, there are things you can do to relax or reduce stress such as listening to music, doing meditation, and adopting a proper diet. General or particular? The answer is particular. So, nagbanggit dyan ng mga pwedeng gawin to reduce stress at gumamit tayo ng grammatical signal na such as. Tapos, isa-isa nga natin, listening to music, doing meditation, and adopting a proper diet. Alright, next na pattern natin is claim and counterclaim. Claim and counterclaim include arguments, their reasons, and evidence that proves your stand. When you say claim, it refers to a person's stand on a certain subject or issue. And then, ang counterclaim naman pertains to the opposing viewpoint on a topic or a stand. So, kabaliktaran ng claim is counterclaim. So, kapag hindi ka nag-agree doon sa isang claim at magbibigay ka ng iyong statement, that is a counterclaim. Reasons and evidence, they are important in this because they support and explain the validity of an argument. So, syempre, kapag ikaw ay may claim and counterclaim, kailangan meron kang reason and evidence kung bakit yun yung iyong stand. At syempre, kailangan reliable. Let us have the signal verbs for claims. So, ito yung mga pwede natin gamitin na verbs kapag tayo ay magbibigay ng ating stand or ng ating claim. We have agree, illustrate, suggest, propose, claim, observe, support, present, conclude, say, think, point out, discuss, show, state, and explain. For counterclaims naman, ito yung ating mga pwedeng gamitin. We have argue, refute, otherwise, however, contradict, notwithstanding, disagree, oppose, but, in contrast, in opposition, and nevertheless. Ito pa yung ilan sa pwede nating gamitin para sa counterclaims. We have on the other hand, on the contrary, although, even though, it is often thought, supposed, imagined, while it may be true, still, others may say that, but, it's easy to think, but when you look at the facts. Ito naman yung mga pwede nating gamitin when citing evidence. We have according to, the work of blank indicates, based on the evidence or data, evidence shows, the study reveals, or the author claims. So, basta tayo ay magkakaroon ng claim and counterclaim, kailangan meron tayong evidence and reason. So, kailangan, pag nagbanggit ka ng evidence mo, reliable dapat. So, So, pwede kang magbanggit ng mga statistics o yung mga researches, yung mga pag-aaral. So, pwede mong gamitin doon yung mga ito. So, halimbawa, nagbanggit ka ng statistics, pwede mong sabihin, according to statistics, or pwede mo naman ding banggitin na halimbawa, yung research, the study reveals. And then, express mo ngayon kung ano yung evidence na yun na nakita mo. Let us have examples of claim and counterclaim. We have Aristotle and Ptolemy believe that the Earth is the center of the universe. The other one is, however, this was refuted by Copernicus who proposed that the solar system is sun-centered. So, alin dyan ang claim, alin ang counterclaim? Okay, the answer is, ang claim ay yung unang statement. Kasi ito ay nagbibigay lang ng stand. And then the other one is the counterclaim. Kasi ito yung kumukontra naman doon sa unang statement. And gumamit tayo dito ng grammatical signal na however para ipakita na ito ay counterclaim. Okay, next examples natin. Although Obama stresses the importance of college, some can be successful without it. Another is, people with degrees can better serve the economy by being employed. So, alin dyan ang claim, alin dyan ang counterclaim. So, the second sentence or the second statement is the claim. And then, the first one is the counterclaim. At doon sa counterclaim, gumamit tayo ng grammatical signal na although. Okay, tingnan naman natin ngayon kung kaya nyong i-determine kung ang statement ay claim or counterclaim. Number 1. Students that are allowed to chew gum focus more in the school. Is this a claim or counterclaim? The answer is claim. Bakit? Kasi ito ay nagbigay lang or nag-express lang ng stand or opinion. Next. Although gum will be a distraction if it is chewed loudly. So, ito namang pangalawa is a counterclaim. Kinokontra niya yung unang idea na kapag ang mga estudyante ay pinayagan na mag-chew ng gum, makakapag-focus sila in school. So, ang kanyang counterclaim ay distraction din ito kapag ngumuya ka ng malakas or may tunog. And then, our grammatical signal here is although. Number 3, even though college is important, some people obtain careers not using their degree. So, ito ba ay claim or counterclaim? Obviously, ito ay counterclaim. Kasi kita mo naman agad, meron tayong grammatical signal na even though. Ginagamit yan kapag ang i-express natin ay counterclaim. And then number 4, people will let the future of the country down by not being a college graduate. So, number 4 is claim. Okay, let me read number 5 and 6. However, research shows that 85% of hunters either keep the meat for food or give it to others for food. Number 6, many hunters only hunt for trophy and waste the meat. So, alin dyan ang claim, alin ang counterclaim? So, ang sagot ay, yung number 5 is counterclaim, and then number 6 is claim. So, ang claim dito, ang hunters daw ay nag-hunt lang para sa trophy at sinasayang nila yung meat. Pero ang counterclaim is, however daw, according sa research, 85% ng hunters ay nag-hunt para sa food. So, nagbanggit siya dyan ng research or ng evidence na 85% nga daw, according to research, ay para sa food ang pag-hunt. And then, gumamit siya ng grammatical signal na however para i-introduce yung kanyang counterclaim. Okay, I hope ay naintindihan ninyo yung general to particular and claim and counterclaim. Now, let us summarize the lesson. Idea development is the pattern by which a writer or speaker explains the main idea of a topic in a paragraph or paragraphs. So, sabi ko nga kanina, meron tayong common na patterns of idea development. So, we have the general to particular, claim and counterclaim, problem solution, cause and effect. So, ang diniscuss natin today for this session ay general to particular, claim and counterclaim. So, sa ating next video ay i-discuss naman natin yung problem solution and then cause and effect. Keep in mind that grammatical signals and expressions are very important because they are used to lead you into direction of writer's thought. Signal words help the readers follow where the idea of a writer is going without being puzzled. So, importante na gumagamit tayo ng grammatical signals para malaman ng ating readers or ng ating listeners kung ano ba yung idea na gusto nating sabihin next. Kasi by using grammatical signals, nagkakaroon tayo ng idea kung yung susunod ba na statement ay general idea, particular idea, claim or counterclaim. So, ayun lang for this session. I hope ay may natutunan kayo. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy learning. Keep learning. Bye!